Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ted, and bringing y'all guys some Black Ops Domination today, playing some Nuketown, one of the better maps in this game. And I've been really enjoying myself recently in Call of Duty. And it's kind of funny, normally right before the next Call of Duty comes out, everyone's so burnt out on the previous Call of Duty. Black Ops is 2 Call of Duties old, and I'm still really enjoying myself. Actually, more so than I probably was a year ago playing Black Ops when it was more recent. That's how much I'm into Call of Duty recently, and even MW3 has just been a lot of fun for me. I think I'm like the only commentator left in the planet that actually really enjoys Call of Duty still. I know Wings of Redemption, Woody's Gamertag, everyone's bitching about how boring and stale MW3 and Black Ops is. I'm really enjoying it still. I think that the Call of Duties are very fun, and the main reason for that for me is I take everything so lightheartedly. If I die or if I've got bad connection, I don't really worry about it. I just keep playing and playing, and eventually I get a good game. And this game in particular is a 71 kill to 7 death gameplay on a 2-bar connection. So it was very aggravating playing this at some points in time. Occasionally my deaths were a little bit bullshit, but this is kind of the part where I was saying earlier where I have to kind of shrug it off. I don't really worry too much about it. I don't really care too much about it. Because I realized a little bit later on in the gameplay that I had a 2-bar connection, I kind of adjusted my playstyle. You'll see right here, I'm kind of staying behind this Jeep because I've got good protection here. And I know that if someone gets a jump on me, and even if I am lagging, I can probably still take them out because I got really good protection, and they're probably not going to have any protection if they're coming toward me. You'll see the big open area right there. But I want to talk about lags a little bit, and lag is always infuriating inside of a Call of Duty game, and they've always tried their kind of haphazard ways of getting around it. We'll start at the beginning here. The host advantage, as you've seen, pre-MW3 era, whoever hosted the game, the guy that has the best connection, everyone else runs their connection through him. So the host always had a great advantage in that he had absolutely zero lag because everyone else's connection ran to his Xbox and then back to theirs. His connection was already at his Xbox, so he never lagged at all, which made the situation of where he would be able to shoot you around a corner. On your screen, you'd be around a corner, and his bullets would still connect with you. Things like that. Also, where you maybe unload a clip of ammo into some guy, and he just turns around and puts 2 bullets in your head, and you're dead. That kind of thing happens when a non-host is shooting at a host, because the host is going to have perfect connection, and your bullets, although you shoot them out of your gun, although you actually see them land on the person, they don't actually register instantly. So that's what lag is. Hopefully it's a better explanation of it than what you might have already known. A guy named Drifter did a great breakdown of lag and hitboxes, which is like where the bullets land on the body according to the computer. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I'll leave a link down below so you can see more in depth about it. But no good complaint is good without a solution. So I want to propose a couple ideas that that Black Ops 2 could do, and I don't think Black Ops 2 is going to fix any of these. So let's just skip ahead to Modern Warfare 4. That we're hopefully going to see some changes in Modern Warfare 4. The first one is that you can have dedicated servers. And if you don't know what dedicated servers, it's kind of something like Battlefield has. They've always had dedicated servers. It's where basically instead of having a player in the game be the host, it's got a third-party host, like Bungie for Halo is their dedicated server. They've got servers all over the planet, and instead of people connecting to a person in the lobby, they connect to the Bungie servers. For Battlefield, I honestly can't remember who makes Battlefield. That's pretty sad, actually. I can't think of who makes Battlefield. But whoever it is, they've got their own servers. I think it's EA, actually. Yeah, it's EA servers. Because I remember playing Battlefield 3 recently, and you connect to their servers. If you can buy a private server, then you could be the host then. But dedicated servers are basically put everyone on a more even playing field. So instead of having some guy just be a fucking god mode because he never has any lag, you've got everyone on like a 3.5, 4-bar connection. Now there's still lag in the game, but everybody has lag, and that's kind of the thing that MW3 tried to manipulate, and they kind of did it a haphazard way. The way that MW3 did, if you haven't heard of lag compensation already, you've probably not been watching too much Call of Duty videos, but in MW3, everyone's pretty much on an even playing field because the way MW3 has it is they'll put everyone that has a lag, like say you've got a 3-bar connection, they'll start your game, say 200 or 300 milliseconds early. That's about 0.2 or 0.3 seconds early before the host. That way, when you see somebody, they're actually there about 0.2 seconds earlier, and that way you can have your lag compensated. That's kind of what the whole lag compensation means. Whereas the host starts the game right when the game actually begins, you're starting it a little bit earlier, that way you actually see things as they're happening. Before, if you had lag in Call of Duty, you would see somebody, and in actuality, they would be about 2 or 3 feet in front of where you actually saw them, based on the lag. That's why a lot of times you'd see another situation. Maybe you shoot somebody and the bullets simply do not register. They just go right through the person. That's because the person's hitbox, due to lag, is in front of them, which is just really, really stupid. But that's the way that MW3 tried to get rid of that. They tried to make it so that when you started your game a little bit earlier, that way where you actually saw the people is where they actually were. Now, in use, it doesn't really work too well. I tend to find that when I have a 3-bar connection, it's honestly better than when I have host, just because the way that they compensate you is a little bit more than generous, I guess, to put it lightly. And just in general, MW3 never really had good servers. I never really liked their host choices, and to get a bad host to switch in MW3 is near impossible. I've been on connections where everyone will have like a 2 or 3 bar, I'm sorry, a 1 or 2 bar connection, and then the host will be on a 4 bar, and they'll just never change it. In Black Ops, if everyone was on a 2 or 3 bar connection, even everyone on a 3 bar, it would still switch the host to make sure they can get a better host. The way that they pick the host is a really important thing as well. I don't know what the algorithm is for it, but the fact that it can give Bob Joe on a Walmart connection a 4-bar connection and make him host, and then everyone else suffers, that's a bad algorithm. They need to change that to make sure that they actually have a best host. And I don't know really how they do that. I don't know what the algorithm is to pick the host, but whatever it is, it really isn't working. Also, for me, I've got a strict NAT type being here at college, and NAT type's another huge thing, if you know what that is. Open NAT type means that you can connect to parties and games very, very easily, and you can host a game. Like, you can have 6 people in your lobby and you can jump inside of a game. If you have an open NAT type, nothing really is too much trouble. It just hops inside of a game. But me being at college, I don't really have the internet connected directly to my computer. I have to do it wirelessly. I'm sorry, to my Xbox. I have to do it wirelessly. And because of this, I have a strict NAT type, which means that I can't really connect to games very often. And if I do, I'm normally on a really bad connection. This is kind of another thing I wish I'd see changed. If we had dedicated servers, this wouldn't be a problem. I could just connect to EA or Bungie or whoever is dedicating my server, and I wouldn't have any trouble connecting to the game at all. I wouldn't also have a lag like I do currently. You'll see right here in this gameplay, I'm on a 2-bar connection. Now, generally speaking, it isn't this bad. I was playing some zombies yesterday, and I was on a 1-bar, and that was really bad. So I've honestly met every extreme that there is. But the main thing is, and until Call of Duty fixes this, you really have to adjust your playstyle. So let's touch base on the final thing here, and that is how to deal with lag. The main thing that I can suggest when dealing with lag is to choose 3-round burst guns. If you've got really bad lag, 3-round burst guns really are the way to go, because it only takes 1 burst to kill someone, generally speaking. If you have a fully automatic gun, you can miss every single bullet because you're constantly behind them, where their hitbox actually is, you're constantly behind them. Whereas with 3-round burst, if you get 1 bullet on target, probably you're going to get all 3, and that's the way that you'll get that 1-round burst kill. That's what I've noticed. I use the M16 and the G11. I think it's the G11. I can't remember what that last gun is. Inside of Black Ops, I used it all day long today, and I really did have a good time, even though I was on a bad connection. And also the air support didn't do very well because the chopper gunner lagged too much, and it was really hard to kill people with it. But that's kind of another thing. I'm not going to really talk about that. But also play more defensively. And I normally don't encourage this, and in fact, I do not encourage this at all unless you're on a bad connection. I really do encourage playing more defensively if you're on a bad connection, because just in general, you can take people more off guard. That's always the goal in Call of Duty, but especially when you're on a bad connection, because if you meet someone head-to-head, if I'm sprinting towards somebody and we meet each other after turning a corner, the person with a better connection is going to win every single time, because it's such a quick kill game. And generally speaking, if you've got a 3-round burst gun and they got an SMG and you're on lag and they're not lagging, the odds are not in your favor at all, as Woody's gamertag would put it. That engagement is not on your terms. That's something that Woody's gamertag would definitely say. So just in general, you want to make sure that you compensate for your own lag. MW3 will make sure that you've got a better connection than you normally would have if you're lagging, but even still, you're going to have some bad lag sometimes. And in those situations, you want to make sure that you change up your playstyle to be a little bit more defensive. But see right here, I never once pushed the spawn. In fact, I'm laying prone on the ground for most of these kills, and I still pieced together like 3 or 4 blackbirds and a couple chopper gunners and dogs throughout this gameplay. So I did very well. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay in the background. One thing I want to leave you guys with is, if you enjoy my commentaries, be sure to subscribe to my new channel. My commentaries will no longer be on this channel starting Black Ops 2 release. Instead, this channel will be strictly for my montages and my vlogs and some other epic clips that I want to post every couple of days or so. But all my commentaries will be posted on my new second channel. So I'll leave a link on screen right now where you can go click and subscribe to my new second channel. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.